best friend right here, and we're just doing an interview about his career in photography, fiddling with the camera, and let's get this started. So, what was your first experience with the camera? How did that come about?
That came about with my dad and my mom and my brother. Actually, no, that came about with my dad and my brother. Because my brother put me on to like videography and photography, and I just wasn't listening to him. I thought it was not bull crap. I just thought it was like, I wasn't really listening to it. I was more into video games and like looking at anime and comics and stuff like that. I wasn't really paying attention to cameras. But eventually down the line, I was just playing with my cell phone, and I did a video for Marcus's mixtape that he was going to come out with the cover because his brother Jalen made it. And then from then on out, like I just kept playing with my cell phone over and over and over and over.
So it started on the phone?
Yeah, it started off on the iPhone 5 or iPhone 6.
That's taking it right there.
Yeah, it started on iPhone 5 or iPhone 6. And then I remember the first $345 I ever spent on my Canon camera.
Wow, that was your first camera?
Yeah, my first camera was a $345 Canon T5 camera.
So what was the age of your brother and you at that time when he was trying to put you on, but you was just like...
I think I was I was either 16, 17, or 18, and he was 10, 11, or 12.
Jeez.
Yeah, Jonathan's always been like that. Like, he's always been very aware of, like, how music can help you. I was listening to music and, like, looking at creativity as just noises, but Jonathan's always found it as a way, as a vision, like you can go somewhere. My dad always tried to put that in our heads, like if you have a passion, just stick to it, work at it, and it'll take you places. Cause I don't know, like ever since Jonathan joined band at a young age in like middle school, he was just playing the cello, violin, all different types of instruments, and it just made sense to him. Everything kind of connected, and he tried to like put it on to me, and I was not having it at all.
So what was that first block of that wall that you couldn't knock down initially with him when he tried to put you on? What was it? Was it just intimidating, like as far as the camera?
No, it wasn't intimidating. It was age. That's what it was. It was just me being like a teenager, not listening to what people were saying, and especially not listening to what he was saying. So it was just being a teenager listening to loud rap music, loud, nothing but loud rap music, and I wasn't.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, it was just like that boom boom bap, like just nothing, like hearing nothing but that. But with him, it was more like, okay, Jamal, you can listen to that, or you can listen to this with different instrumentals and different sounds like jazz, blues.
So he just tried.
He tried to expand it. With that, and then when it started from music, he said, "All right, this is music, but like you can play with your phone or whatever." Because he always had that energy to be like, you can make it by doing something. You don't have to work that 9-to-5 passion. But yeah, that's what I got it from. Mostly my father and my brother.
And how did your father instill that photography or get you to that place?
By forcing us to read books in Raleigh. Not even trying to play.
Forceful reading.
Yeah, like, alright, my thing was, my dad always had this energy of wanting to teach people. It's just me and my brother were always hard-headed. Like, we were always hard-headed. It wasn't the fact that we didn't want to listen, it was just the fact that if something was hard and you couldn't get it, it was just like, all right, I'm going to give up. I don't want to do this no more.
On to the next.
Yeah, on to the next. Yeah, it wasn't working. Like, there was that. But for some reason, it was just him consistently keep doing that. And it got instilled to me. And yeah, that instillment, just trying to be like, yo, you can just stay consistent. If you give up on something, don't really give up on it. Take a break. You know, have a little small break from it. But just when you come back, it'll make sense to you. You just gotta take time and patience, cause that's how I was living in Raleigh. Cause I'm from Clayton and Raleigh both. So when at the age of 13, my mom and dad kind of separated. So going in between both of my mom's place and my dad's place, my dad literally he made us read books. I'm talking about the Webster's Dictionary. Like I'm serious. You can ask Jonathan when you see him.
Page 1. It starts with the A.
Yeah, starts with the A to Z. Like you gotta he would do that, and then he would just have other books that we would read, we would take maybe 20, 30, maybe 40 minutes out of the day and just read, because he would always be like, all you guys are kids, all you're doing is playing video games. You're not really you're playing video games and you're watching TV and you're eating food and you're going to sleep. Like, you're not really, your mind's not on something. It's just the cognitive, the cognitive, like, repetition. And my dad was just like, you're gonna have to find something that's not this, because you're just gonna be stagnant. So yeah, just from my father, that's why I learned a lot from my dad. I even though he's a blind man, but hey, he taught, a blind man has wisdom. That's the best way I could put it.
Okay, that's pretty sweet. Sweet. So, with your brother and father eagering or trying to get you to that place to where you can have a passion and, you know, get that going with the camera, what appealed to you in photography in that realm?
The way that you can tell a story. Like, so as a child, I've always like watched TV and like seen, you know, Toonami. Everybody don't know Toonami. Everybody does not know Toonami. But for the most people that do know Toonami, it's just the way that the animations were on that show, and it's just like each show had a story to it and a plot. So with photography, it was just like, okay, you could take a simple picture and it'd be a picture. At first it was that, but then once you start doing it consistently and you start noticing that you can come up with like concepts and make a story or make a photo pop, and like people look at it and be like, yo, that's, for a photo that's real, but you're telling a story with that photo and that concept, it builds something. It's just a photo. To me, photos tell stories, videos tell stories, but it's also the way that certain like color schemes are in there, certain like little concepts, like the smallest little detail to something that it makes a huge difference. It makes a very big difference. It's just like, yo, that's crazy. Like, telling a story is just, it's just telling a story. Like, I always had a passion to tell a story. Like, I've always wanted to tell my story or hear somebody else's story and like hear their story from their perspective. So I've always been interested in stories. So
in storytelling, what are you trying to capture in each photo that you take? What story are you trying to tell?
Each person's different perspective of what they want, and each person's perspective of what their muse is. Like, yeah, like everybody has a certain aura or a vibe that they have with the way that they want videos, photography, graphic design. It's just a certain way that somebody wants something to pop. And like, if you can just give if you can give somebody that pop that they want, and just to feel that person's energy and that excitement, and then just to be like, yo, I did that. Yeah. Like, it's just like, oh, let's get it.
The service in making their story come to life to where they can see it. Yeah. Okay.
Because I just got done with the shoot with Shakira Hall, and like the connection that we had, like that was the first time I've ever met her, but the energy was like, it was just very connected. It felt like one, but it's just the bouncing off ideas to a person that's like very, not like-minded, but somewhat very like-minded like you. It's just that energy is very like Dragon Ball Z fusion, like yeah, like once you get that fusion with somebody, it's just like, bow, you build a compact like bomb or compact type of energy with that person, and it's a conjunction function, like like you made a junction work. You made something just go, oh, that's cool. Like, this is very cool.
Definitely, I can see your passion in making a vision come to life and actually capturing it. I think that's pretty cool, because a lot of people can't do that, or you know, do it to your level. So I think, you know,
I mean, I'm
give me your flowers right quick.
I mean, I'm at a number where it's something I like. I am at a very low ball, well, somewhat of a low ball, but I know throughout time and just continuing to be consistent, it'll go somewhere, because people are noticing it and they're paying attention. It's just not my time right now, and I've accepted that. I've accepted the fact that it's not my time, but I also know that if I just stay working at it, I will make it work. Somehow it'll work. I don't know how, but somehow it'll work. The process is there for a reason.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Boy, and I know, especially for me, I just want to sprint to where I need to go. Bing, bing, boom, just get there. Where are you trying to get to with this photography?
I'm trying to get my stuff published. Like I really want to get on like covers. I want to do some work with other artists and stuff like that. So, I mean, eventually my end game is to own a studio and have like somewhat of a media company. That's what my end goal is. I just know it's going to take time and capital that I have to just work on. But and build. But the ultimate goal is just to have like a media company. I just want to run a media company or be a part of a team of like media creatives or like artists. So that's kind of my end goal. So it's just building something that's a brand of mine or being a part of something that is, you know, on the up and coming. But most people want to be on a team, but I'm just trying to be on a team that's actually like loyal. Like, don't get it wrong or anything. There's gonna always be disagreements and stuff like that. That's part of the team building. Like, it's a process. But along the way, we're still loyal. So either that, just make my own company, or just be a part of something that will hit the rocks every now and then, but we still strong and we have an understanding to what we are.
Yeah. Are there any companies, let's just say there are 3 companies that are, you know, got a seat for you. What are the 3 that you would just jump for right now?
Cole Bennett's Lemonade would be nice, but that's all the way in like California, so I would like to be a part of Cole Bennett stuff. But he's very picky. Not like, he likes to set the tone for like what music fits him. So I would like to do Cole Bennett's. If I could do, I would do Cole Bennett's, Lemonade, probably 24K, and there's another one.
Do you know where are these people based at?
Lemonade, Cole Bennett's based in California. 24K is based in California, and the third one is probably based in like Atlanta, if I'm correct. Yeah, it's in the third one's based in Atlanta. It's Cam Kurt Studios. Okay. So yeah, I'd like to be part of those 3.
That's dope. Yeah. That's dope. And what do they bring that attracts you to them? Cam
Kurt is his studio is basically, it's like black owned, but they like to like actually teach people. I mean, I know from like social media and like stuff like that, it just shows that he likes to teach people. But if you actually do like research and background work, he does really like to like teach people, like to teach people, like just not a black, but like,
so there's training.
Yeah, there's training involved, because most people of our ethnicity don't really, they're uninformed, and they're just like, I don't know what to do with my life. Like I don't know what to do. And I was like that before I picked up a camera and all that. I still I'm in that shift, but I kind of know what I want, what I have what I have a passion for. I know what I have a passion for. That I can't say. I don't know what I want to. I can say I don't know what I want to do, but I know what I have a passion for to get to what I want to do, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, I like Cam Kurtz a lot. Cole Bennett's Lemonade is just, I like his videos, like his little music videos. They're all nice, like every single one. I like the way his color schemes are, the color tones, the little ideas behind it. Even though they're very, like, some ideas are small, but like just the little concepts and the animation that he has in his videos are what make it crazy. 24K is basically a company that started in, I think it was a videography or photography. No, it was a media company that started in Japan, and then it went from 24K started in Japan. If you remember, damn, you probably don't. His name was like Brian something. This is this Asian kid. Is Brian something.
Insert photo
here. Yeah, it was Brian. It was Brian something. I can't think of his last name. His rap name is Brian something. I just can't think of it right now for the life of me. But he started in Japan, and then 24K signed him, and then they went from Japan to America, and like he just started blowing up. Started blowing up.
Factory mode.
Yeah, so it was just like factory mode. So from seeing them and just like knowing what their brand is, and like seeing how their video stuff works and how they put in like the different aspects and cameos of different people. It's just like, okay, I understand what this company is.
Yeah, that's so dope.
So,
That's so dope.
yeah, man.
What are some of the roadblocks that you are facing right now at your level?
At first I was gonna say models, but that's not a problem. It's just trying to find space. Trying to find space and concepts. Like I can come up with certain concepts, but like with the horseshoe, with Peyton,
Insert photo here.
with Peyton, like I was thinking about like ski mask, like a ski mask, and her riding on the horse. Like that would be kind of like a hood aesthetic. So we didn't. At the time we didn't have. Oh man, I need a water. At the time we didn't have a ski mask, so certain aesthetics aren't there for the concept, and then just space. That's it. That's really only my main roadblocks, to be honest.
Space and ideas.
Space and ideas, and also I was gonna say having to not prove myself to people, but having to get like respect of others for certain people. That's my roadblock. But I also understand where that comes from, so I'm not really too bothered by it. It kind of sucks, but it's like
it kind of nicks at you.
It nicks at me, but it's like you kind of have to have. You got to prove your value to people, and once you prove your value, maybe like hey, you earn the respect of others. But just having to prove myself, ideas and concepts. Those are my three main roadblocks right now.
Do you think proving yourself equates to you just putting more time into photography?
That, and also making sure my work has better quality. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's good, but just trying to get better quality of what my work is. Just getting better quality, working harder at it, and just making sure like because people, quality is a thing. Like quality.
Let me tell you, there's a difference between great value stuff and name brand stuff.
Yeah, so it's like trying to be name brand is where I'm trying to get at. I'm not great value, but I mean I'm above great value. But
nothing wrong with great value.
Nothing wrong with it, but I'm above great value. It's just trying to get to like a name brand level is just it's its own complicated journey. So.
And I love you some bounty, boy.
Yeah.
We can pick up. Whoop. Great value? I don't know. Love y'all to death. Love y'all to bits, but bounty is knocking y'all up.
Oh man.
Oh man.
That's crazy.
I mean. Hey. What is the funnest part about this whole experience?
Meeting new people and understanding that there are people like me that have the same energy that I do and that want to create, and understanding that me and you both work 9 to 5s, but we're like we don't want to.
Also got this side
like,
thing.
we both have this side thing that we're trying to do, and also like giving a person like people that want to model, being their first like photographer. It's a whole like another smile. It's just like, yeah, I thought about doing this, and then when you do it and then you show them the photos, they're like, oh, this is nice, like oh. So giving a person that first like little photography experience, that's cool. Just meeting new people, also taking time to actually like I said, like work with a team, but it's not necessarily a team. It's like working in a duet, like. Trying to make a duet. Like if you can meet that person and just make that duet like work in sync, it's like like yo, this is nice. Like this feels a little comfortable here. Like I can talk to this person about like my idea, and if you say it's like it's stupid, I'll listen, and then like you help me advance it in some way. And if I say your idea is stupid, or like it's like a little just like you need to tweak it just a little bit. Yeah, like once you when you come to an understanding of that and just really realize that okay, this person's they're not disrespecting me, they're just giving me some critiques on like how this can be better. That's a good feeling. So just understanding that you can find that like-minded person in that team or that duo to be like, yo, hey, you can work on that and it'll pop a little bit more, or I give you a suggestion and just like, hey, oh, thanks, man. Thanks for the advice.
What are some of the What are some of the tools that helped you get to where you are now? Whether it be a person or you upgrading your equipment or allocating your time.
I want to say people. I would say Joseph, Asha, Elias. I also say Damo, Tim, and I would say Sonny and there's one more person. I'm missing somebody. I don't know. I forgot who it was.
Would you say friend?
Yeah, I would say friend Tara, and yeah, that just those people all around, just them telling me. Because at first, most of my friends were like, your work is cool, but you probably don't need to be doing this. Like, you probably just need to stick to the 9 to 5 route. And it was just like, it was irritating me. It was eating me alive, to be honest. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to stick to it. It was just like, it was bothering me. I'll be honest, it was bothering me. But like, after upgrading my equipment to like getting a Sony camera, which, Jesus Christ, that was a battle. Like, getting another camera, getting multiple, because I got, what, like 4 or 5? I got 4 or 5 cameras. So, just upgrading my equipment and then having those people around me collectively just give me advice and telling me that I should do this instead of this, it helped out a lot. Like, it helped out tremendously, to be honest. So I remember them days where I was just like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, this isn't for me.
What made you feel that way?
People critiquing my work. The people critiquing my work, and then me just being doubtful of myself, just being very doubtful and being like, I don't think this is for me, dog. Like, my work's not really popping like such and such in the streets. But after I collectively just like took a moment to I took a moment for myself to step back and like just focus on myself, my mentality, and just understanding that those doubtful thoughts are in my head, but those doubtful thoughts can't be something to stop me from what I want to do. So going back and forth, going in and out, because that's what I would do. That was kind of like my plan of attack. Like, all right, I would go to certain shows on the day that I would feel like I was in the mood, and I would snap pictures and stuff like that, and then I would come home, and I wouldn't edit them. Like, I would leave them alone. Yeah, it'll be on my camera, and I would never touch it. Like, I just wouldn't touch it. I kept doing that on and off, because that way I would have art on my camera, and it would save time for me instead of having to be like, okay, I went to show, filmed that, or took photos of that. All right, let me go home, edit, then boom, they put it out. Okay, I don't got no content or art anymore. So I just put it out.
Okay, so you was just
gatekeeping
your own success.
Yeah, basically, I was just gatekeeping it. And then once I like gatekept it, I was just like bored, and I was just like, yo, I need to like kind of put this out and just see what happens. So doing that and then hearing the positive feedback is what really was just like, all right, you got something. It ain't like fire like such and such, but you have something.
You got a little flame in there.
People are paying attention to it, but you have something. You have something that people are looking at and be like, oh, he's actually kind of nice. Maybe I should give him a shot.
Okay. How has there been anybody in your circle that was in your circle, but you had to put them in the outside of a circle? But if you don't want to answer that, that's cool. But what were some of the things that they did that you had to be like, you know what? We're going to have to put you on the outside real quick because you're hindering from what I got.
I wouldn't necessarily put somebody outside of the circle. I would basically say, like, me taking time away from them. So it's not really hindering the time. It's more like me focusing on my work. So me focusing on my work and just, because there's really nobody in my circle that I really would like put out. It's just that person or those people. They just don't have. They have the same thought process as me, but they don't have the same like confidence level that I do. Like, I'm very confident on if I could make this work, and then there's even a 0.1% chance that that's a possibility that it could work.
You still take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it because just not doing nothing or not trying to do something is just it's not for me anymore. Like I did that already. I've done the whole. Okay, I tried. This isn't for me. I don't want to do this no more. But what's the point of not trying? Like, when did it become uncool to not try? You fucking loser.
Whew.
Like, it's just like, if you don't try, nothing will prevail. That's what my father taught me. If you don't try, nothing will prevail. You won't see any end results. Nothing will come to you. And yeah, my mom put me on that same mentality too. Like, you have to work hard for what you want. Because if you don't, somebody else will come in line and they'll do it. And then you'll see them and be like, I'm supposed to be there, or I should have tried. Because trying doesn't hurt. Just not doing nothing is not. It hurts more because you're just like, I have the confidence to do it, but then when you try it, your confidence is low, and you're just like, no, you should definitely try. Just give it an attempt, and then just see what it goes from there. Like, if you just try, and even if it's a baby step, just give it a baby step try shot.
Yeah, definitely. So, we're trying to go back to your first photo shoot. Let's get there. What were some of your emotions? How did you feel?
My first photo shoot.
Your very first. Let's try to get back there, because I know you had a couple. We had quite a few.
No, I would say my first one was probably like 2015, 2016.
Okay.
If I'm correct. No, I would say 2015. It was 2015. It was at Father and Sons back when they were at downtown, not over by Union Station or Union Station. They're at Union Station now, but before they were at Union Station, they were over by Nash Square. But yeah, that was my first photo set that I went to, and I just saw how stuff was put up, and like
were you there for the setting up the camera?
Yeah, I was there for the setup, production, and stuff like that, and then just seeing makeup artists and stuff. Like, when you actually see a makeup artist come to a set, and then you got a sound guy, you got makeup artist, sound guy, a dude that has 4 or 5 cameras on him, but he only uses one camera.
Hey, those are the backup cameras.
Yeah, those are backup cameras. Yeah. That guy, and then you got your photographer and then your videographer. So it's 5 people are there, and I'm just sitting there all right, cool, you need help? I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just there to be the intern, and I was just all right, cool. But it's just that aura of okay. These people,
orchestra.
Yeah, it's like an orchestra. Everybody has a part, and it shows that you could be an entrepreneur, but nobody's controlling you. You're in control of what you want to do. People come to you for services, and then when I saw that, I was just like, the corporate world works. I get it. I understand the 9 to 5 and capital, business America. But the small businesses and entrepreneurs, when you just see somebody's yo, I made this, and then somebody's oh, I like that, I'll buy it. So you're buying my service, it's a good feeling. It's oh, you really like my it feels weird at first, but when
I
you
can definitely attest to that.
it feels weird at first, but it's just when it happens, you're just maybe I kind of
get you checking
it makes you double. It makes you double think on a lot of things. Just oh, because that was the first time I ever been on a photo shoot, and it just made me open my mind up to a lot of things. It's just oh, this is kind of, this person has that not a purpose, but what's the word I'm looking for? A service. Yeah, a person has a service. Or some type of unique, some type of unique skill that another person wants, and it's just okay, these 4 models don't know how to really set up anything, but they need people to set up. So it's just when you see somebody do that, and then see the outcome of it at the end of it all, you're just oh shit, how do I get in on this?
Let me
tiptoe into it, but I don't want to be overbearing.
Yeah.
So
it was just excitement.
Yeah, it was just all excitement, and it was excitement and nervousness because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't know. I was just okay, I'm showing up to Father and Son. I'm here to assist. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm here to assist.
What did you assist with?
Setup. I had assisted on setup, and also assisted on sound.
Okay.
So those were the 2 things that I assisted on.
But that camera is where you wanted to be.
Yeah, that camera is where I wanted to be, but I didn't know what to do at that time.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was just playing. I was still playing with my phone. Yeah, I was still playing on my phone at the time.
Do you still go back to your phone for little things like that?
I do like edit, but I don't really record on my phone no more. Like I got cameras now, so it's just like that camera. Having a camera is better than on the phone, but you can still. People still bypass that, so they still use phones. So it's just like phones are also a good little backup plan. But yeah, man, I'm just on the camera. I'm just on the camera now.
I feel that. It's like you can't backstep because you're still making progression.
Kind of, sort of. To an extent, I can. Yeah, I could backstep, but I choose to somewhat not backstep.
That's pretty dope. Look at you. Look at my friend. Look at my friend. Where do you hope this takes you in life? What's your end picture that you're trying to make for yourself?
To LA or Atlanta, honestly. Those are the two states where like most music stuff, entertainment stuff gets done. Cause Atlanta is Black Hollywood, and California is basically Hollywood. So that's where that's where the studios and stuff be at. So
Hollywood.
That's what I want to do. I want to go there. I would love to go there. But those are my two main spots in my head that I want to go to.
That's nice. So, do you have anything else you want to tell me or say?
I'm working on, a couple shoots. I'm still trying to be consistent on shoots. I'm in this short little skit film. I got a short film part. I got one line in a fight scene. Yeah. So I got one line in a fight scene. But yeah, that's about it. We when you see it, you'll see it. This is like we jumped this dude in the parking lot, but it's just me and two other black dudes, but it's funny. It's really hilarious. It's all like it comes from it's not my idea. It's not my short film idea. It's Hood Burger. So I went on the first two. We're on the third installment. Third installment is the actual first time I actually got a line. Yeah, the third installment is like
script.
Yeah, the third installment is I get a line and I'm in two scenes. I know that for a fact. I'm in two scenes, but the other two I filmed and shot. So I have film and shot credits. But other than that, that's it.
That's something.
Yeah, so the third one I get a line and a fight scene. The other two I filmed. Or I helped assist film.
That's dope. And that just made you feel on top of the world, didn't
It did that, and then
how did that happen?
just knowing Asha and Joseph, just being consistently on, like going to help them out, because trying to find people is hard. Like trying to find people to help is tough. So it's just knowing them, just being there through like Durag Fest, the first one. We're not gonna talk about the second one because fuck the second one. Just being there for Durag Fest, showing up on Hood Burger, tapping in every now and then, just helping. That's it.
Making sure you keep that connection.
Making sure I keep that connection. Helping on the film set of Trapped. That's another short little episode that I got credits in. So I got credits. It's just I actually start being like not bashful, but what's the word? Not bashful. Braggadocious. There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
I gotta kind of like. Me personally, I'm a very humble person. I don't like to be bashful.
Yeah.
I mean, not bashful. I don't like to be braggadocious. Like, I really don't, because a person can be braggadocious all they want to. Is you're not.
Next thing you know, got that one hiccup. Everybody.
Like, you're not that man no more. So
yeah.
I like to just stay below ground, but I'll pop out any other time of the week.
What do you try to capture in the photos that you take, besides the concept?
Life and little kind of like life and little aesthetics, like somebody, like newspapers, like people reading the newspaper, little hand gestures, like ice jewelry, like things that capture the life essence of said concept or said person.
Okay.
Like with black people, like wear jewelry all the fucking time. Like that's a kind of a part of our culture, which I really don't think it should be. But that's another story for another day. We'll talk about the blood diamond story some other time of the week. But that's why I don't like rocking chains. Like I know it's a blood diamond. I know there's blood behind those diamonds. But for some reason in black culture we just like to write ice. So there's that.
It's blinded.
Yeah, it's like with white people, they like to dress very like uppity, not uppity, dapper. There you go. They like to dress very dapper, so I like to like kind of try to catch their aesthetic of dabberness, because I know there's a reason you're dressed really well for that. Like it's not just you going to an interview. You're trying to tell a story with your fashion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a story for you dressing up that way. Like Latinos and Hispanics, they're very, I don't want to say religious. What's the word that I'm looking for? Cultural. They're very cultural. Damn, they're very cultural.
Reel it in. You got it.
No, that's honestly, I think that's the word. They're very cultural about they're very cultural about their heritage and stuff like that. So I try to capture their heritage and their story in it. So that's what I like to kind of like catch. So I like to just capture the life and the aesthetics to what a person is.
So what were you capturing with the shoot that you had with Richard?
With the shoot I had with Richard was basically his ego. He's not like egotistical, but he's very built on the principles of success, like his success story. So the concept behind that was just to make it look like he's very dapper with the pea coat and like the jeans and stuff like that. He likes to be very well dressed, but with him being well dressed, I know that there's a story or there's something behind him being well dressed. He likes to put on not a front, he likes to put on the persona of I am somebody because he is, and he also likes to put on the I'm gonna stand my ground. I don't want to look like a bum, but with me wearing the stuff that I wear, there's a very confidence built person that I am. I'm very confident and I'm very striveful of the possibilities that are endless for me. So that's the kind of the story behind that.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And then for the shoot that you had with Peyton,
that came up with just like the Pinterest mood board that I had, and I was trying to show like black cowgirls or like black girls be on horses on farms and stuff, because most black people want to ride horses. We just don't have fucking the cost level of what the white man wants to put us on a horse. Like $95, $100 versus $45. Yeah, you can't beat 45 versus 100 and something that you're trying to spend on two people.
Yeah.
So yeah, most people love to do stuff like that. They just won't admit it. That's what that is.
We're just scared and just don't know the first step on that.
Yeah, they're scared and they're just like, oh, I think they're gonna think I'm weird or abnormal. So what?
Nah, sometimes you gotta giddy up, man. Do you feel like you're enough to do what you're trying to do?
By myself?
Yes.
To an extent, yes and no. Because
expound.
Yes, because I know what to do with the camera. No, because there's certain stuff or certain lessons that I don't know. Like I don't know sound. I'm working on it. I don't know sound. I do know how to do video editing, but I'm trying to work on like to upgrade my video editing. It's not at the level that I would like it to be, but it's at a very comfortable level. But I can make it more than what it is. So it's just learning new stuff and then trying to understand that I have to accept the fact that I am where I am right now, and I have to be okay with it. But also at the same time, I can still kind of progress with it. So just trying to learn how to progress. That's the part that I'm trying to understand.
What are some uncomfortable things that you think that if you do, it will help you progress?
What do you mean?
Because there's like taking that first step or taking a step to, your goal. You have to do something uncomfortable. That's, out of your comfort zone. to get you to where you need to be. So what do you think that is for you at this point? Because you've already gone on photo shoots, you've, you know, orchestrated photo shoots yourself and captured all the photos that you wanted. You've been dealing with the cameras, you dibbled and dabbled in sound and videography. So what's your next step to get you out of your comfort zone to where you can break that next wall?
Being a full director, that's something I have to accept. Like I'm comfortable with controlling a shoot, but it's just like trying to be very controlling on everything and it being just not just me, but you're the main person. It's like, okay, this is complete your idea. We're trying to make it come to life. That's the part that is very, it's not uncomfortable, it's unsettling, because it's just like I like to be controlling, but I don't like to be overbearing with control, because it's cool to be, you know, in that lane, but when you just have control of everything and the whole responsibility
falls
is
on you.
when it falls on you, that's just like, all right, damn, all right, I gotta figure out how to do this by myself. But
Indeed.
yeah, but that's kind of the uncomfortable, unsettling part. But I'm working on that because I'm trying to learn to direct more. That's why I'm like, as of lately, I've just been on shoot after shoot after shoot after shoot after shoot. So I'm understanding that I have to tell people to put their arm or position a certain way, or when I'm on a video, you might want to stand in front of this, or put your arms like this, or turn your hat this way, or
you're directing
turn
the
your
model.
hair, turn this, hey, put your hood up like that. So it feels weird for me being a short dude, because I do have short man syndrome. So I don't got a problem with it. I accept it. Yeah, I do have short man syndrome. At first I didn't want to say that, but like I do have like a small temperament. It's just like me being short. It's just I don't feel like people listen to me.
Understood.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm heard. I feel like I'm heard sometimes, but I don't feel like I'm really heard.
No, you gotta get loud for a person.
It's just like my thing is I could take it here. I just
but you don't want to.
Yeah, I don't like
you
to.
Don't want to.
I can, but it's just like I'm not. I'm a fighter, but I'm not trying to be a fighter no more.
A 24-hour fighter.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do that. Like I learned my lesson in Charlotte, so yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, that was a day when Fred said, "Hey, was it worth going to such and such?" Yeah, and I said yes. Yeah, that was coming back from that, learning from that. Yeah, I had to tone it down, because when I got home from that trip, I actually sat down and thought about it. I was like, she was kind of right. Like I shouldn't have took it there. I should have kind of walked away. But it's just like I know where my old self is. It's like when that trigger comes, just like, hey, the flame is on. Like let's go.
We cooking now.
Yeah, we're cooking.
We cooking now. The flame is on and we cooking.
That's basically what it is. But just.
Oh man.
But yeah, learning how to control that is just
I feel you 1,000% on that one.
So just coming from back from that trip, it kind of taught me that was kind of my life lesson. It was a very good life lesson, because it wasn't just me at the time. It was I'm not gonna say no names, but it was such and such, and such told me to go back up such and such, and I did. And that could have went like left field, completely left field.
Sometimes you gotta show them what you back.
Yeah, that was
not all the time, but
she said, "Yeah, you want to brandish that?
You want some of this?"
But yeah, man, like that last Charlotte trip with I think it was Sean showcasing. Yeah, it was Sean showcasing. Yeah, that was a life lesson, because that was the showcasing that Sonny was involved. Asha did the like clothing wardrobe, and we were in Charlotte for that showcase at the black market, and that could have been left very bad for me. So after coming back from that trip, I was just like, all right, I gotta stop, kind of gotta relax. Like my temperament has to be controlled. Like learning temperament and understanding that you could take it there, but the consequences of 6 days in being real for you is not. It's worth it, but it ain't really worth it in the end. So
definitely not. I don't got a second in the pen. Don't know about you.
That could have went left really bad. So I just learned that experience itself was just a learning lesson.
Yeah, I could imagine, boss. So to wrap things up, who do you look up to? Who's your top 3 people? You're just like, You doing that, and I'm trying to get to that. What do you look up to?
Joseph, Elias, and I was gonna say, I want to say Fanny, but I want to say Fanny. Joseph, Elias, and there's one more. Kennedy Carter. Yeah, Kennedy Carter, Internet Baby. One day I pray that I get like that. I'm trying to learn film now, so just learning how to work film is the next step that I'm trying to learn as a photographer. I know digital cameras. Like, I've done digital for the last 5-6 years. I just never took the chance to learn film photography, so I'm trying to learn how to upgrade that into my like arsenal as well. But those are the three: Kennedy Carter, Joseph, and Elias.
Would you ever go back to school for your passion?
It's not. I've thought about it, but it's just like, you don't necessarily have to. It's just all about knowing what you're doing and then being at the right place at the right time. Because you don't necessarily have to go to school for videography or photography. I'm not knocking anybody that does, but it's just, do what you gotta do, but you don't necessarily have to go to school for it. Like, you could really just be a YouTube creator or a TikTok creator or a Facebook guy or
Facebook guy.
Yeah, like people be
that number one friend.
Yeah, like people be making mad videos on Facebook and getting checks off of Facebook, Instagram. So you don't necessarily have to go to school for it. But I've thought about it. It helps. Okay. But I'm a school person. I just don't feel like going to school for photography, videography is a thing that I would do because I don't feel like I need it. I could use it, but I don't feel like I need it because I can just learn. Not as I go. I have people that I can learn from. Okay.
And not to say that these people are tools, but those are your stepping stones to get you.
Yeah, those are like my milestones. Cause like Tara's dad, I saw his like workspace. Yo, it's crazy. Like his workspace, yeah, it's intense. It really is. Like it's like a soundboard and like music production and all that. And like the way he has like his monitors set up, he got like 3 monitors. So I understand like how he like has his like work set up for him. Like seeing how Joseph works and being on like sets with him, I understand how like that works. So, and then working with Elias, I understand how like he makes his like photos pop and stuff like that. So I be paying attention to like them all. I pay attention to it. Nothing goes unnoticed. I mean, I look like I'm in La La Land most of the time, but I'm not really there. I'm just very observant. That's why I'm quiet most of the time.
And I know for sure when you had me. Like, that first time when I was trying to shoot my first episode for my YouTube channel, all you had was 2 lights and a backdrop, and that took me out. 2 lights and a backdrop with the camera. Yeah. Those... You thought you was dumbfounded with that?
Yeah.
Ooh, took me out.
Yeah, because most people have the energy of wanting to do something, but then once you put them in the place of, all right, boom, this is something. Wait, yeah, you get the wait a minute face, like, yo, whoa, hey, whole backdrop, what is this? Face. Yeah, like, what is this? Like, I thought I could just use a camera and record. Nah, it's more than what it looks like.
Yeah. We don't get to see behind the scenes.
You just see what's in front of you on the video.
Damn right.
Yeah, you see what's in front of you in the video and in that photo. But then when you, like, actually put that time and energy and, like set something up, you're just like, oh, shit, I set that up. And I set it up. I did the recording, the photos for it, the video for it, the sound. I edited it. The shoot I did with Ashley, and those photos I had 176 photos. I had to take 176 photos and knock it down to 30.
And I thought editing videos was
I probably started at 10 and I didn't get done until 2 in the morning. So it's just
plus your 9 to 5.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just like I had to wake up that day too and open. So it's just all about like putting your energy and time into something that you really care about and have a passion for, because most people they'll talk about they have a passion for it, and like I said, once you put them in that place, it's just like, what am I doing here? Like,
how do you do this again?
Yeah, how do you do it? Like
I forgot the stepping stones of what I had already learned.
Yeah, like,
and it's like taking what you have learned and actually applying it to life.
Yeah.
That's the never-ending
cycle.
So I understand.
Because I got good friends that want to do things. It's just I feel like they're comfortable, and I also feel like they're at the age of, okay, I'm at this age. I just like to do what I like to do, and I understand that you like to do what you like to do, but I'm usually the guy that's like, there's more to.
What's next?
Yeah, like there's more to what we have here. Like you can get, the place, the crib, the car, and all that, but eventually you just sitting on the couch watching TV. It doesn't get boring. It just gets stagnant, and you just get to the point in your mind like, played video games for like the past 2-3 hours. All right, let me go outside and do such and such, or let me go back inside the crib and watch TV. You get into a stagnant, very comfortable spot, and it's just like,
so find your passion.
either find your passion or find a way to get out of what you're trying to do. Find a way to get out of what you're comfortable in. Like, cause your comfortable zone it's nice, but it's also a very dangerous spot.
That's a cage, man.
It's a huge cage. Like being very comfortable, it's very dangerous. Like it's very dangerous because you just don't mold. Yeah, you don't mold and you won't grow. Like you'll grow, but you won't mold.
It's like memory foam.
Yeah.
That joint already is
it'll
custom to your ass, and that's it. And unless you get up, it ain't gonna change.
Yeah, it won't. It'll be the same foam board, same pattern.
Ass print in the
But yeah, you won't mold. Like there won't be nothing new. You won't learn any new experiences. Nothing.
So to wrap things up, what's your goal for this year? What are you trying to accomplish just this year? I know I've seen you posting photos every day constantly. Is that something that you're trying to keep up with throughout the end, or?
I would love to do that. Honestly, I would love to just be consistent with photos every day, but that's not gonna happen. Like the way that I gotta edit stuff and then trying to I tell myself I don't want to meet a deadline, but for some reason in my mind or in my conscience it's like, all right, set's done, drop it tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and it's like, I'm not dropping that. I'm not dropping it. I don't feel like dropping it. I'll drop it the next day. Or my goal is try to get to 1,000 followers on either Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Trying to get to 1,000, and I want to make a YouTube channel. I have one, but I'm not really into the whole YouTube universe unless I really want to make like a Wiz Khalifa's day-to-day type vlog type shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something I would like to do, but I don't really be. I just don't. My mind's not on recording.
Yeah.
Like my mind's just on doing the photo set.
Just capturing that moment.
Yeah, capturing the concept that we planned for. It's not like on, I need a behind the scenes type person. Which I would appreciate a behind the scenes type person. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to actually teach people and stuff like that. So just get to 1,000. Try to be consistent as possible. Make my way onto some major sets possibly. Try to collab more with people that we can actually collab with, and not just say we can collab. Because people do, let's collab me and you. I promise you, I've done that so many times. I've done that too many times. Yeah, man, we should do a video or photo shoot together. All right, cool. I hit you up. I don't get a response, and it's just yo, what the come on, bro. We already planned this.
Yeah.
But that's what the laundromat shoot that I did with Shakira, I had a girl that wanted to do that shoot, but she didn't text me back, so I was just like, alright, I guess I gotta find a replacement that would actually want to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just trying to replace people, trying to find different people. It's a lot that goes into it that people don't understand, but it's a journey or a marathon in its own way. It really is. My biggest goal is to I understand my dad understands what I'm doing, even though he's kind of he's really actually very he's really blind, but if the way that he talks to me, he understands. I know he understands art. The way he listens to music, I understand that he understands art, and I understand my brother gets it. But my main goal and passion is to just get my mom to understand it, Like she peeps it because I put the setup on Facebook of like the Black Love concept I did with Justin and Ashley. She went in the comments on Facebook and was like nice. So I understand that she peeps it, but she doesn't understand like
she sees it right here.
Yeah, she sees it like right there. I would like her to see it like the far side of like this is what I do and like I could go somewhere with it. But I understand that boom, house, like 9 to 5, you gotta kind of be on your shit. I get it. I get it. But also at the same time, I see the other side of it. Because I've been on sets. I've been on stage with Just Blaze, Terrence Martin that did Kendrick Lamar Section 80. Like,
Ooh,
excuse me. Yeah, like, I got pictures with like Fonte. I've stood next to Rap City and like Ninth Wonder. Like, so I've been to places. Like, I've been on the radio. Like I've been to American Underground, like I've been behind, I've been on stage, like behind the scenes, like I got passes to like Durag Fest, like I've been behind the like a show, like behind, like you got VIP passes, I've been to that, so I've been to these places. It's just like I never really was braggadocious, like I said, I just wasn't braggadocious about it, but now I understand that I kind of have to be to an extent, not like fully out there like, yeah, nigga, I'm not, no, I'm not sitting here just like, yeah, nigga, I'm the shit.
I see.
Griselda, no, I'm not, nah, I ain't that. But I mean, I like to be, yeah, that's me. How you doing? Yeah, hit the deuces. We can shake hands. Thank you for liking my work. Maybe I appreciate you. Maybe we could like find a time to schedule a shoot or something. To holler at me. That's my type of braggadocious. Not wearing chains and being like, I'm all in. No, I don't like doing all that.
Yeah.
I don't like showing my ass. I like to show myself, but I don't like showing my ass.
I understand. Well, it was nice to open up the cap over there and see what's happening in your brain right quick. And I appreciate you taking the time.
I appreciate you being
and letting me do this.
I appreciate being on your show.
Yeah, I appreciate you. And that's all the questions that I have here, guys. And we'll catch y'all later.
Testing.
Hey yo.